I had a lot of walking today. I did the walking at the park, and then got together with a former coworker, and we met for lunch, and at a place that's 2.5 kilometers from here. So I walked, and then I walked back after having a big lunch. So I'm a bit pooped. It's 86 outside. I don't know what that is in centigrade. What's 86 Fahrenheit in centigrade?
The answer is 30 degrees Celsius.
30. So it's 30 out. It's warm enough. I wore a hat, but a bit humid today, too. Anyway, this is the shelf unit that I'm going to be putting in to the back laundry room. David and I went and picked that up in his truck last night. It weighs a ton. Okay, it doesn't really weigh a ton. I think it weighs it actually has the weight on here. I don't know. It weighs a bunch. Of course, it's on the other side, probably. It seems like it's 182 pounds. That sounds like the number. Yep, I don't see it. I know it's on the box because I saw it after we picked it up and carried it. But, yeah. Anyway, that's the box, and it's going over there in the corner. It's supposed to handle 2,000 pounds per shelf. I'll not going to be pushing that any way, shape, or form. But let's get this thing put together. Okay, that's my work for the day. Wish I'd put a workout on. Oh well, I got my numbers. That's, I feel like I want to tap these down a little bit more. I was kind of surprised at how easily they lifted when I was trying to shift it over into the corner. I thought they'd kind of be jammed in there, so I'm going to take the plastic mallet to it again a bit. But apart from that, all done. Humans are funny animals, aren't they? It's just stacking up the shelves back there. As you can see, they're already pretty much full. And I was looking at this box, I couldn't figure out what it was. And it turns out it's a bunch of old bike stuff. Most of it's my dad's. And I'm not a particularly sentimental person. You know, I was saddened by my dad's loss, but I don't experience grief like, at least have never experienced grief. Let's put the caveat on that, and hope never to. Like some people do, who it just affects them for years to come, and why, I don't know. But I pulled this out, which was my dad's old, goes on his pannier rack on the back. And it's got a bunch of stuff in here it's absolutely typical of my dad. It's practically an entire field kit of putting the bike back together, you know, down to tweezers, stems, all of that. But the one thing that got me, and you never can know when to expect these things, was my dad's bike riding sunglasses and his little mirror that he had. The rubber band just broke and came off, but I just got to me there for a minute. And I'm going to throw them away. Today I'm working on tools. That is, sorting through tools. Like I've said, I've got my granddad's tools, I've got my dad's tools, I've got my tools. I've probably got tools that came from other places that somehow just aggregated into my pile of crap. I have boxes and boxes of tools, and I'm going through them, and I'm laying out stuff on the table that's, let's say, unique, or I think might be useful, and then I'm chucking the others in a box to dispose of somehow. But I ran across this in my dad's toolbox. You can see that. Hammer. That was my class, one of my class projects in machine shop back in, must have been 1978. It's a completely useless hammer as far as I can tell. It's been used. I don't know what it's been used for, but it's been used, and kind of a blast from the past. Now I'm going to throw it away. It's Halloween Eve. We're not doing the candy thing, so the lights are off, so I'm keeping it kind of dark, but I've been, I have this one spare, let me turn like that so you can see me. I have this one spare Phillips bulb, just a white one, right, that I replaced, and I just don't have any more incandescent fixtures around the house. Well, the motion sensitive light in the carport's gone off now. But I put it in the shed. Now, here's the key. I had put that temperature sensor in the shed, but that temperature sensor also contains a motion sensor. And the motion sensor in HomeKit can be triggered to turn on a light. So I am going to see if, and I've got it set so that 1 hour before sunset and 1 hour after sunrise. Of course, I don't know if I can work this key with only one hand. Forgive me if the camera is not pointing at me, as if you could tell. All right, there we go, keys in. Now, I'm turning the camera towards the room. I'm going to open the door. I have opened the door. Well, that's not enough to detect a motion. I'm stepping into the shed. I have stepped into the shed. And it's a little slow. It's a little slow, but not bad. Not bad. And it'll turn itself off after 30 minutes. Or at least that's the plan. So I'm going to test that next. I don't know if you can hear it, but the Halloween pumpkin next door is playing its little song. They have mercifully not played it at all this year. Just tonight. Well, so much for 30. Oh, you know what it is? There's another one that's like, I turned on that says if there is no motion in the room, turn it off. And I think that one's, I'm just gonna delete that and let the timer kick this one off after 30 minutes. All right, well, there we go. Excellent. And this is brighter light than the old one that was in here, so, because this is also a light sensor, and I can tell I'm getting almost twice as much light in the shop now. So it's a win-win, win-win. Except for that part.